Could SpringTrap actually impregnate you? I recently decided to read In the Flesh, a story about a guy who somehow gets pregnant with SpringTrap's baby through VR.
What?
And while I'll most definitely be covering it another day,
What the hell?
Thinking. With Remnant being as powerful as it is, and with the internet's obsession with trying to f SpringTrap,
Wait, is SpringTrap that thing that I'm seeing right there? Y'all gotta catch me up in it. I don't know what is SpringTrap. What?
Wonder, would it actually be possible? Remnant is very good at healing, so if William supposedly managed to come back from the dead, heal a surprising amount of skin despite decaying for 30 years, and would then go on to damn near completely heal his skeleton and pizzeria sim, then what about his sperm cells? Remnant can give life to inanimate objects and straight up just give Jeff the middle finger, so why couldn't it bring his fully functioning balls back so he can produce more sperm cells? And also, we're gonna...
First of all, I want to know who's looking this up, because this has 89,000 views. That means 89,000 people are trying to know if SpringTrap can actually make you pregnant. Like, what the hell going on, boy?
This video never
I ain't never heard of nothing like that in my life.
About the conditions we'll be working with. William was sealed away rotting for 30 years. As we can tell by the minigame he dies in, there's a leak in the room, which means there's lots of mold if this place was never opened or cleaned or really anything. You probably already knew that since he's f***ing green when his suit originally was yellow. The whole reason why fungus usually isn't that big of a deal for you and me is mainly due to body temperature. We already have a lot to unpack, so I'll summarize it like this. Thanks to how warm our body is, fungus literally can't survive inside of us for too long. Cold-blooded creatures like lizards and especially moist things like frogs are highly susceptible to fungus due to their insides being much colder than your average dog's. William is a corpse, and if Michael is anything to go off of, you don't really need all your vital organs to actually come back after death. And since William isn't perpetually bleeding, that means the heart isn't actually doing anything. So William and Mike should most likely be as cold as whatever environment they're currently in. This is bad because fungus is terrible for their—
that's so nasty. Why am I seeing this? Why am I watching this? I don't know. You're watching it with me.
Reproductive system, and it all stems from the biggest threat: mycotoxins. Mycotoxins are a very toxic compound coming from a variety of fungi.
One weekend I get to rest, right?
This video, they come from mold. This stuff can straight up cause infertility. It can damage the DNA of your sperm, decrease sperm count, cause hormonal imbalances, and a whole slew of other things, but I'm too tired of googling sperm. Point is, this stuff is a big threat because William is absolutely covered in mold, and if William has any semblance of a reproductive system blossoming in his musty fucking fursuit, then it's at high risk of fungal damage. Since he most likely doesn't perform homeostasis, the temperature of his body is just whatever the fuck the temperature of the room is. This would put his rotting sack around room temperature, and according to Google, sperm really don't last long at room temperature.
Okay. I need to know, first of all, why are we watching this, right? Second of all, who the hell is interested to know how the hell long-term sperm lasts? Like, what? Y'all are nasty. Y'all are nasty. I'm done.
Say his sperm survives for 1, 2, or even 3 hours at room temperature, which is insane, by the way. He's still losing billions of sperm per night. He's infertile if this is the case. We haven't even taken into account the state that SpringTrap is in. SpringTrap is in an advanced stage of decomposition, and while we will be assuming that his fastballs are somehow attached thanks to sheer luck and Remnant, we haven't considered what this do to the mother. Obviously, it doesn't take a PhD to tell you that rotten sperm is probably bad for your insides, but what about simply being around SpringTrap? Obviously, there's the mycotoxins we talked about earlier, which he'd be inhaling non-stop since he's covered in them. This would destroy the growth of the fetus and has a high chance to cause birth defects, stun its overall growth, and may just kill it. This is also not mentioning the walking biohazard that is SpringTrap. He's a fucking corpse. All of the diseases and health risks associated associated with touching corpses are also applicable here. So no, I don't think SpringTrap could impregnate you. I'm sorry to all the beautiful green site art I just invalidated, but it just doesn't seem possible. The fungus potentially making him infertile, the fact that we don't even know if he has a cock or not, the very slim chance he even has sperm, and the slew of disgusting diseases that would complicate the mother's pregnancy. We should also take into account blood circulation, and since we already deduced William has no blood flow, then he probably has erectile dysfunction. We don't even know how he'd whip it out. There's no crotch opening for the suit, so GG's, I guess. How does he even pee? Subscribe, follow, join, get out of my sight.
Bro, what the hell, boy? I guess SpringTrap cannot make you pregnant. I guess we know something different today, right? We know something different. That's crazy.